82, I was 17, my old man was 55. If you do the math between the two of us, that's 72 years of life. An eternity, so it seemed to me. How could anything live that long? Now I say my folks were only 84 the year that they passed on. For a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you see 100 years ain't what it used to be. And my grandpa Roy, when he was a boy in 1904, he was taught by men who fought in the actual Civil War. And only 8 decades passed and my high school class put the tassels on the other side. Started on our way full of naivete on the great American ride. The months and years slide past, each more quickly than the last. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see 100 years ain't what it used to be. Oh, Johnny!
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Johnny, hey! Oh, yeah!
He did the guitar face.
Ibuprofen's under buy again in my online shopping cart. Every week I learn of something else I should be doing for my heart. If I use the wrong pillow, I might have trouble getting out of bed. My hair grows in my ears and nose now more than on my head. As a kid, to me, ancient history was something like World War I. But I arrived close to that time and this year as I sing this song. And I'm starting to find I can wrap my mind around life is brief and dear. I can hardly believe my baby girl's turned 26 this year. Oh, a little while it seems you got time to choose your dreams. Pretty soon you look around and you'll see everybody 100 years ain't what it used to be. Before you know it, you're 63, making plans for Medicare A and B. You look around yourself and you see 100 years ain't what it used to be.
Joe?
What?
I'm rolling.
Josh Arnold Investment Consultant brings you Garage Logic Podcast number 1637, October 10th, 2025. 90 degrees on this day in 1928, and ladies and gentlemen, that's the last recorded high that reaches 90.
Get out. Come on, it's over.
For the calendar year. And this we hit her in 1928. And we got to 25 degrees in 1964 and 1987. Call Josh Arnold at 952-925-5608 for a free 48-minute consultation.
Yes, it is.
Hail the flashlight king. And now, from the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic with Chris Reavers manning Technology Corner, Kenny Olson from the Krabby Coffee Shop, John Height in the newsroom, and of course, the Rookie. Here is your Flashlight King, Fireworks Commissioner, and the Keeper of Common Sense, your Mayor, Joe Soucheray.
I have a little background on the weather from Tim Regan, who writes, I used to know a guy named Bruce Watson. Why is that name familiar? He's
Bruce
a meteorologist, wasn't he? I used to know a guy named Bruce Watson who was an independent weather expert. I was a trial lawyer in those days. I had hired Bruce to give expert testimony in a legal case that I was working on. I spent a good deal of time working with him. He was a lovely guy, eccentric, interesting, and a great talker. Bruce told me that in Minnesota we have an excellent record of our past temperatures. There's a particular reason why. Colonel Hosea Snelling was very interested in the weather. Soon after he was sent upriver to the Minnesota Territory and built the fort, Colonel Snelling issued an order requiring that a soldier be assigned to read the thermometer and record the temperature every day. And of course, so it was. The temps were taken and recorded during the colonel's tenure, and interestingly, every single fort commander after him kept the order in place. The result, Bruce told me, is that we have here in the northern center of the continent a wonderfully complete and accurate historical temperature database, one that is unique in the United States. I don't know the history of the National Weather Service, but I think it may have been created at the time of the Civil War. I'm guessing that over the decades it bounced around within the government, possibly to the detriment of the integrity of their data. So if they need to check what the high was in October 28, 1884, they can tell us. Minnesota, as you point out, is a great state. I have. We may have we may have miserable winter weather, but at least we know why. We know that we've been here before, and that as the earth travels around the sun, spring will come, and it will be beautiful again. Thank you, Tim. We're only 2 months away from the days getting longer.
That's right. So what did they say about the Civil War?
It might have been the beginning of a National Weather Service.
Because one of the guys in what was his name? Colonel. He worked for the North.
Hosea.
No.
Never mind.
Colonel Ingus.
No. It was Hosea Snelling.
That's what it was.
I have more information on East Cliff that could have been solved, but you people all have avoidance syndrome.
I'm very serious now.
The theory that the sale of East Cliff from the U of M to the U of M as a tax reason might need another look. Attached, you can see the tax records that show it's already a tax-exempt property and pays next to nothing. $215 they pay against a value of $2.9 million. I'm actually surprised that they didn't find a way to not pay the special assessment for garbage pickup, too. I'm sure your crack staff could have found the same info in about 2 minutes if they all weren't suffering Rookie's new disease all at the same time. Good luck, Joe from Egan. And he sent the records. Yes, it's a tax-exempt property. Along the same lines, I was sent, before I get to that, we also note that that East Cliff was sold to the foundation, so East Cliff wouldn't be on the hook for $15 million of renovations.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Yeah, apparently the foundation now will be responsible for the $15 million of work that the place apparently needs. All right? And then from a very trusted source, we all know, but perhaps he doesn't want to be known on this occasion, he provides the paperwork for the University of Minnesota Foundation with his astonishment at how much the top people of the foundation make in salaries.
Okay.
Now, I'm probably... I was reading it wrong. The foundation has revenue of $524 million.
Yeah.
How?
Expenses are $353 million. Their net income is $170 million. Their key employees, Kathleen Schmidlkoffer, something like that.
She's from Fulda?
She makes about, I'm going to round it off, $700,000 a year.
Wow.
Pat Messia, looks like managing director. He's at $518,000 a year. And Bob Burgett, senior VP, is at $437,000 a year.
I'm in the wrong business.
Well, no, they got there's nothing like this third rail, man. It's just
That 500-some million income, where's that coming from?
donations, I guess.
Donation, yeah. Remember,
Who would donate to that? There's
People with money.
I
had
do
this
remember
the
that, John. Yes.
other day, 88,000 people donated money to them last year.
So they rely on the donations every year. They don't have any profit-making businesses or anything like that.
Well, they invest well, apparently. That's why also in that same story,
Okay.
they were worth $4.4 billion because they
Right.
had doubled their investments in a one-year period.
Tell me,
Right.
what is the name? I'm going to look them up on givemn.org. What is their official foundation name?
Just what? The University of Minnesota Foundation.
Okay, thank you.
So what it sounds like is, they've got people that do this stuff, and rather than Eastcliff be on the hook for $15 million, which the U would then say, "Oh, we're troubled. We must raise tuition. We got to lay off people because we got to put $15 million into the bathrooms at Eastcliff." Rather than go through that BS, they funnel it off to the foundation. The foundation has enough money to pay for the upgrades.
2 regions voted against it, Farnsworth and Gully, saying it goes against the 2024 decision to maintain ownership. One of the regions said she voted for it because they will be able to reacquire it at no cost after the deprivation of the ground lease.
They got to figure it out, huh?
Well, because you're right. Kenny, I have a note from you that perhaps.
No, never mind that. Ignore that.
All right. Ignore that.
Throw that away.
And we now turn our attention to Immigration Customs Enforcement. We got George Bush's chef, whose name, oddly enough, is Sergio Garcia. He worked for George W. in Texas. He's been here for more than 20 years.
Sergio, give me the ball. Autograph the ball for me.
He was deported to Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. He's got 4 adult children. In the early 2000s, his food became popular when he started working at the Western White House. When Trump was elected president earlier this year, he promised the mass deportations, and everybody's getting rounded up in it, including W. Chef. I would not have deported W. Chef. There must be a system that honors the law and recognizes humanity at the same time. Would the crowd that hates me for what I said yesterday, would they agree that if you've been here, what length of time would appease people? If you've been here criminally free, for how long a time should you be able to avoid deportation?
Gainfully employed,
Yeah.
contributing to
Yeah.
society.
At least 5.
Oh, I think it'll have to be more than 5.
Well,
If you've been lawful for 5 years and proved that you're a member of society that can work,
I don't. I want to be longer than 5. I'm trying to get this to work. I don't think 5 would work. 10, 15.
But why the apprehension about trying to obtain legal citizenship?
I watched a YouTube video of a woman arrested either yesterday or today in Kenilworth, which is a neighborhood on the North Shore of Chicago where I would bet the average house is $5 million. So they got somebody's cook or cleaning lady. And the ICE people were very nice to her, but she was saying, I have to call my daughters. For all I know, she's been here 25 years. Why? Isn't there some point where ICE can be more easily focused only on criminal behavior?
There should be. Yes, there should be. That's the common sense answer.
But then you have to come up with an equation. You have to come up with, because people are emailing me saying, all you do is bitch about Mary Moriarty letting people go. And now here you are saying I should let people go. I'm not saying they should let people go. I'm saying, where is the reason that should be factored in here? If you're here and you haven't committed any crimes and you've worked here for 20 years, like that chef, why the hell is he deported?
May I ask a question?
Well, why are we only finding out now that he's been here for 25 years illegally? The system's broken. Why didn't we find out 10 years ago, 15 years ago?
Well, W sure as hell didn't turn him in because he liked the food.
But do we know that either in the case of the chef or this woman you referenced, that they don't have anything in their background?
I don't know. If you want to get murderers and rapists and gang members, I'm with you. But I'm having a real hard time with pulling Mrs. Alvarez out of somebody's home in Kenilworth with the sirens blaring because she's here illegally. I think every golf course in this country will go under if they start raiding the golf courses.
Oh, not only that, turkey farms, hog farms, cattle farms.
But Trump loves golf, so maybe the golf courses are off limits.
Well, you've got a very uneven playing field going in your mind.
Well, straighten it out for me.
Joe, if I had the answers, trust me.
But
I can commiserate with your point of view is all I can do. I don't know what the answer
But
is.
I'll say this again.
I'll accept commiseration.
But again, I know I referenced this yesterday. You had a situation right here, not less than a mile from our building, in which they were trying to seize such illegal activity that they apprehended the largest fentanyl bust in the history of this state, and that still met opposition.
That met opposition because the protesters, who don't have anything better to do,
idiots,
thought that was an ICE operation, and it wasn't.
But that's my point.
It wasn't an ICE operation. That was a straight-up cop operation.
And that's my point.
What is your point?
The point is, where do you draw the line?
I guess I've drawn it.
Yes, what you're saying, Joe, echoes. Did you see what Rogan said yesterday?
No.
Exactly the same thing you just said. He said, if you're arresting people who've been here 20 years, just regular workers, you're going to lose the people.
It's those of us that have had run-ins with the illegals that are doing really good legal work. I mean, we've seen the good that they do, and then we get pushback saying, well, they're taking away American jobs. Well, I don't see a lot of Americans that really want to go up on a roof when it's 100 degrees out.
They're doing American
throw
jobs.
Shingles down,
I'm just saying we got to mix some humanity with the law.
Well,
we
humanity hard to come by in 2025, Joe.
We apply common sense in many areas. You're not going to apply common sense to Mrs. Alvarez, the housekeeper, if she's been here 15, 20 years and has no criminal record? Now, why in that time didn't she become a citizen?
Okay.
Because I suppose she would have to say, I'm here illegally. I don't know.
But no matter what the answer, sorry, Matthew, no matter what the answer is or the formula, it's going to be met with resistance. That's the way we are now. The correct answer is always wrong in this world.
Well, why is it that we could not?
Can't W do something? The guy's an ex-president. Can't he say, you ain't taking my chef?
Yeah, I think he probably could. Or make some paperwork happen. But why aren't we rounding up
the guy has 4 adult children.
We are rounding up the bad guys, Matthew. The argument is the good guys are getting caught in the net.
Yeah, where too many babies are getting caught in the bathwater.
Huh?
Well, the old saying, don't throw out the baby.
Throw it out.
Mr. President, what was your favorite dish from the chef?
Macaroni and cheese.
Oh, he
from
did.
A box.
No, he was a chef, man.
Yes. He made it crispy with those breadcrumbs. That's good eating.
What was his name?
Henry.
His name was Sergio. Sergio Garcia.
Henry was
Hey,
his middle name.
Sergio. You know, Venus kicked Martina's ass.
Yes, she did. He made a good steak.
Did he?
Yeah, potatoes. You like potatoes?
Yeah.
Yes, crispy. I got to get back to my brush.
Is that a euphemism for something?
Sergio, give me the ball. Autograph the ball for me.
I don't know what euphemism means.
Kenny, there's not a chance in hell W knows euphemism.
Who is he? You?
Euphemism.
Mr. Phemism?
We lost Sister Jean
No.
That's too bad.
at 106.
That was one of the greatest storylines in the history of college basketball.
She was a University of Loyola Chicago chaplain for the basketball team, and she had those fellas behaving like you couldn't believe. They got to the Final Four in 2018, and that's when television discovered her. Mm-hmm. And it was just charming.
Was that long ago?
2018.
Who wants to live to be 106?
Well, just a minute now. 2018 is how many years ago?
7.
So she was 99, 98, 99.
She was a kid
when she was on TV. She just recently retired because of health concerns.
Wow.
Yeah, she's going to heaven.
Matthew, I have a theory on your question. Mm-hmm. Who wants to live that long?
Who wants to live to be 106?
I think my theory is for myself. I don't want to live so long where my resting face is frightening, where my mouth is open and my skin is taut and I look like I've been dead for. I saw the oldest guy in the world. I saw his picture, I think yesterday or the day before, 116 years old. He looked like he had been dead for about 10 years. You don't want to live that long.
Like the lady in The Shining that was in the bathtub?
Sister Jean, I'm looking at photos of her, and she had a wonderful, fun, happy face right to the very end.
She received an apostolic blessing from Pope Francis on her 100th birthday.
Nice.
For her 103rd birthday, on August 21st, 2022, the plaza at the Loyola CTA Red Line stop was renamed in her honor. She is survived by her sister-in-law, Jean Tidwell, and her niece, Jan Schmidt. That'll be a well-attended funeral, won't it?
Big, happy smile on her.
You mentioned birthdays. What do you get for someone as a gift that's taken that vow of poverty? You can't really do lush gifts, can you?
Rolling papers?
Archbishop of Chicago, Cardinal Blaise Cupich, also released a statement. Sister Jean, our beloved friend and inspiration, went home to the Lord. She nurtured the mind and spirit of her students and all who came to know her with dedication. She was born Dolores Bertha Schmidt on August 21, 1919, then taking the name Sister Jean Dolores in 1937. She became one of the most talked about personalities during the 2018 NCAA tournament. She did countless interviews and even was celebrated with a bobblehead in her likeness.
Nice. Mm-hmm. That's when you know you've arrived.
You do recall what you and Patrick attempted to do back then, don't you?
Did we try to get her on?
Sports person of the day?
Are you going?
Royce had suggested, we ought to hook her up with Sydney.
Oh, that's right.
The nun and the Jewish guy. Yes.
Sister Jean has meant so much to me personally, and obviously the team. Loyola's Dante Ingram said after hitting one of the biggest shots in school history, a three-pointer that lifted the team past Miami 64-62 in the first round of the 2018 tournament. Because all those guys paid homage to her. They all acknowledged her presence. But she had been the chaplain for decades.
Well, remember, they brought her onto the court after one of their big victories. I thought that was so incredibly cool.
She said a prayer before every game, but not just that year. For years she had done this. After the game, she sent a general email to the team, and at the end of the email, it would be individualized. For example, hey, Dante, you did this. You rebounded well tonight. Even though they were out there to get you, you still came through for the team. She was She meant a lot to the city of Chicago and Loyola. That's according to Dante. Sister Jean's news conference at that NCAA tournament, she was told, had more journalists than Tom Brady drew at the Super Bowl.
I believe it.
Her likeness appeared on everything from socks to a Lego statue at her gallery in Loyola's Art Museum. She saw the attention as a holy opportunity to tell her story and tell what she's learned. I love life so much and enjoy being with young people, she told the AP. They're the ones who keep me going because they bring such joy into my life, and they keep me updated on what's happening in the world. Loyola helped break down racial barriers when they won the NCAA title in 1963 with 4 black starters, but had not played in a tournament since a Sweet 16 loss to Georgia in 1985. But with a then 98-year-old nun providing a spiritual lift, the Ramblers captured the nation's imagination in 2018. She was born in San Francisco. I didn't know that. She crossed the Golden Gate Bridge on foot when it opened that day in 1937.
Jeez.
Wow. She's been around
Quite
a
the
long
walker.
time. What kind of nun was she? A sister of charity. Well, God bless you, Sister Jean. You were fun, man. You were a charming, pleasant addition to that 2018 tournament.
Joe, who is the patron saint of the Krabby Coffee Shop? That old bag that lived so long she thought God hated her.
Yeah, what was her name?
Russian gal.
She just hated being alive.
Every day of
Just
my
hated
life
it.
has been living hell. Now that is a woman I could love. Did you guys check your phones? I sent you
do
a
I
picture.
enjoy it? Oh, sure, I
Sure I
stretch
do.
my legs, my hands.
Sent you a picture of
My
one of the
toes.
oldest men alive.
I did. I had to look away.
Oh,
You don't
that's-
wanna-
Kenny, that can't be real.
You don't want to look like that.
Kenny, that can't be real.
That's right off the internet. It's got to be real.
Oh, it's in the You don't want Sister Jean as your the patron saint of the Krabby?
What I like about Sister Jean is she had a vibrant, happy face right until the end. She didn't look embarrassing.
She really did.
No, they're going to be okay.
Thanks, Ed.
Pat wanted to hook her up with Sid. I forgot that. That's terrible. That's just terrible.
Hey, how do you define love? How do you not know that Sir Sidney would have been a gracious companion
Well,
to
I
Sister
can
Jean?
virtually guarantee you he wouldn't have been.
Got it.
All right.
Joe, your patron saint was Coco Istanbulova, who lived to be 128. She said, quote, I have not had a single happy day in my life.
Boy, I can relate to that.
I've always
Holy
worked
cow.
hard digging in the garden.
Yep.
I am tired.
Yeah.
Where was she from, John?
She was she was a Chechen woman.
Yeah.
So she was Russian.
Some kind of commie.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got a noise.
Hey.
No, I have a letter from a guy wondering about Precision Doors' noisy door tune-up. Oh, thank God I didn't say his name. Joe, don't use my name.
Rich.
Although my wife doesn't listen to GL, after you read this, I think you'll understand my instinct for self-preservation. I have a noisy garage door. When I'm outside and it's closed, there's silence. But when I open it, I can hear my wife talking. So I close the door and there's silence. Open it and there's noise. Will Precision Doors' noisy tune-up set special fix this? It takes all of us, some more than others. He doesn't want his name signed. That's a great, I don't know the Precision Door can create that kind of silence you're after, but they do have a noisy door special for $149, 25-point safety inspection and diagnostic. Precision Door also offers new doors with models for every budget. If you like your door, but she's acting up a little, get it maintained now, but you don't want to take care of that in the dead of winter. Call Precision Door at 612-263-6985 to schedule a free on-site new door estimate or book a noisy door special, or find them online at precisiondoormn.com.
ketchup sandwich joke is about 10 years old.
Here's a man who spends hours at hardware stores, sifting through the nuts and bolts of life.
Oh, why wouldn't
Joe
they?
Souchere.
You know,
Hey.
that mechanic of yours, he might smile and act like he likes you, but the second you turn tail and leave your equipment in the shop, they're all making fun of you. Especially since simple maintenance could have kept your cylinders out of the shop. A long, happy life for cylinders. It's just simple maintenance. All the stuff we already know: air cleaners, plugs, oil changes. Even when we ignore it, our friend is Seafoam, one of those maintenance items, the easiest of all, Seafoam. It keeps everything happy, from the fuel neck to the exhaust pipe, all the parts, the passageways, everything clean, and better yet, out of the hands of those judgmental mechanics of yours. The machines, even if you use them only a few times a year, those are the ones you should pay attention to. Give them a diet of Seafoam before, during, and after those uses. Fresh gas, Seafoam, always the ticket to happiness, along with that routine maintenance. Keep those air filters clean. Give them fresh spark plugs every now and then. These guys, they've provided us with many, many decades of loyal service. They're a local company. They have a global reach, and they're a true champion in the world of bad gas and bad maintenance. Seafoam.
I can help us all understand what kind of winter we're in for, because we have a La Nina returning for a second consecutive go-around this autumn and winter. La Nina, say it with me. La Nina.
La Nina.
La Nina
La Nina.
is part of a 5 to 7 year cycle known as El Nino. Say it with me. El Nino. El Nino Southern Oscillation, or ENSO, that is generated from a change in water temperatures in the central Pacific Ocean. When the waters cool below 0.5 degrees centigrade of normal, it's considered La Nina.
La Nina. La Nina. La Nina.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little thing above the N that makes it.
Tilde, I think.
Is that what it's called? It makes it a little soft.
When it's in between, it's called neutral, or sometimes, say it with me, La Nada. La Nada.
La Nada, the nothing.
Mm-hmm. Neutral.
Neutral, the nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
The
La Nina.
Typically, La Nina causes a stronger dip in the polar jet stream.
Stronger dip. We don't need to say that with you?
No, you don't.
What are you writing? What did you write down
He
there?
wrote down La
Nina. Say it with me. La Nina.
La Nina.
La Pinta.
I already
La
know how to
Santa
say La
Maria.
Nina. We said it already, so you're going to keep the ball moving like a storm.
I just said you just have to
rolling.
You just
rolling.
have you just have to say the word with
A
me.
train
I
keep
did.
a rolling.
I think with my accent.
No, I'm just saying
I said La Nina.
La
This is
Nina.
like the little girl. La Nino, the little boy.
I don't need that. I'm just
Lo siento, señor.
La Nina winters have historically brought, here it comes,
Yeah.
generally cooler, wetter conditions to the north and milder and drier conditions to the south. It can keep a drought going in the southwest, while the Pacific Northwest basks in above average precipitation
This is not
and
news.
snowpack.
This is not news to me.
Moist.
Moist. He says the word like he is a Puerto Rican. Moist.
It's,
La sopping wet.
it's
No, you're
important
making
to,
up words now.
It's
man.
important to note that while, say it with me, La Ninas,
La Nina, as I said it already, Mom. How much do you want me to say this time?
it's important.
Jose? You're Jose?
It's important to note that while La Ninas amount to a weighing of the dice towards these trends, other large-scale factors and short-term weather patterns can override La Nina's effect.
You know, we like to play dice.
La
play with-
snake eyes.
You play with two or boxcar. Yes?
For example, the northern plains could still go through a mild stretch, or Texas in the south could endure a rainy stretch. La Ninas, say it with me, La Ninas
I don't want to say it anymore, man. I know how to say
are
it.
also synonymous with more active hurricane seasons in the Atlantic tropic basin, thanks to weakening wind shear.
When's the last time you had a good tamale?
But this year, La Nina is likely too late to have.
Hey, guys, you don't have to say it anymore. We already know La Niños, La Nada, Lo siento, buena suerte, señor.
You're about to be
Vegas.
haciendo.
Yeah,
if,
haciendo.
if this all
Salida.
if this all sounds familiar,
Yes, it does, I know. But you're saying it over and over again. You don't know how to say it.
if this all sounds familiar, it's a somewhat similar script to last winter, which saw a weak La Nina,
The snow, it is white.
albeit delayed until late in the winter. Briefly until.
Why are you still reading this?
La Nina.
Now do you say...
I don't know why
You
I
say it
still-
again now? La Niña? This is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
La Niño, this is the boy.
The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Act,
The NOAA, we call it.
the NOAA.
There are the people that come on the water to get my friends who come from different places. You know?
That's
La
the Coast
Dum
Guard.
Dum.
There's the Coast Guard too. They come too. But these guys are bad guys.
They're-
Ice. They're very cold.
Their next seasonal forecast updates come on October 16 and may even show more of an expected, say it with me, La
La
Nina
Niña.
Why do
influence
you
then.
chump? Why do you sycophants say all these words?
Once this La Nina fades in the winter or spring, NOAA's long-term forecasts indicate La Nada.
This is a long story, eh?
La Nada.
That's neutral conditions will persist.
I think this show is La Nada. La Nada Mucho. You know? I'm trying to help you.
Oh, I just,
I just watched Scarface. You know, they got that big...
So what did we learn from this?
I don't
that
know.
my Spanish is,
Absolutely nothing.
that my accent is pretty good.
Yeah.
You buy it all the way.
What happened to? I know what you mean, man.
Do you know? When you want to speak like a, Cubano or Puerto Rico, then you are a little more...
Angry,
Your
it
mouth
looks
goes
like.
down like this.
El Reloj.
Yeah.
El-
Hello.
El Reloj. El Reloj.
El reloj. Oh, he's
What-
saying it is time.
Senor, would ICE come after you if you were maybe cleaning a house in
No,
a
man, I
fancy
got
suburb?
all sorts of paperwork that is a forgery.
Hey, buddy, you live
Okay,
around here?
But
thank
I've been
you.
here 20 years, so it's okay now, huh, man?
We have a mystery deepening.
What you mean?
We
Okay, you try to hit the off button now?
Diablos no.
I want you to stop now.
Okay, man. Shut your mouth, or I'd give you the chainsaw treatment.
What
You
the
know?
hell are you talking about?
Remember Scarface?
Stop
He
it!
brings in the chainsaw.
Okay, stop it.
Diablos no. Diablos no.
Lo siento, senor.
We had a crash near Area 51, and we're pretty hush-hush about it because it's a very mysterious situation, and the FBI is involved.
Really?
It was near 51. The mystery has deepened as the FBI has opened a probe regarding the incident. The mysterious crash occurred on September 23. In a statement on October 4, not that long ago, the officials in Nevada stated an aircraft crashed in the desert just miles from the restricted zone around Area 51 on September 23. It occurred 24 miles from the base and roughly 12 miles east of the security boundary around Area 41. The crash, what did it do? It raised eyebrows. As the FAA has restricted the flight operation around the area for an entire week. Some claim the airplane was assigned to the base as part of the 432nd Wing. The restriction by the FAA was issued due to two-worded reason, national security, and no further explanation was provided.
Very hush-hush.
Officials at the Creech Air Force Base immediately cleaned up the area, leaving nothing for the public to see, adding to the already shrouding mystery. It has now been revealed that inert training bomb body, along with a piece of unidentified plane, was found at the site, prompting the Air Force to get the FBA involved, which sounds like the crashed vehicle had a bomb. Is that what it sounds like?
What's the FBA?
Who did you say? FAA?
What did I say? FBA?
FBA.
The FAA got a hold of the FBI.
Oh, I thought you combined the two. Sorry.
Federal Bureau of Accountability.
Maybe you meant the NBA.
Yeah, the UCLA.
The Air Force has claimed that the crash site, well, here's your key, was altered intentionally by an unknown person after the military left the area. Hello?
How do people keep their mouths so quiet? At
No
that place?
injuries or fatalities were reported, but do you really think they'd tell us if there was?
Of course
No,
not.
but that's my point. Why do people that, even after they're retired, keep their mouth shut about that area?
You know, having flown over to the West Coast more times than I can count, I wonder, did we ever fly over that? At a certain height, you're allowed to fly over it, aren't you?
Yeah, you go around it.
No. I would love to see.
Really?
It's in Nevada.
35,000 feet?
Where is it in relation
No?
to Vegas?
I can't tell you that.
It's classified.
It's none of your business.
Yeah.
It's a need
Why do you want to know this?
Where is Area 50? Don't give me your avoidance demand syndrome. Find out.
My computer is only Spanish.
I'm going to look at it.
la mierda.
Oh, la mierda.
I've never been near Area 51 as far as I know.
Well, it's
And
like the
I-
Berlin Wall. You got to drive around it.
I guess
drive
you
around
do. But Cash Patel's boys are on the case.
Joe, I am seeing on a map.
Yeah. Is it
Do you
north
like
of
maps?
Vegas?
It's north of Vegas.
Does it show up on a map
It's
for real?
It's north of the Desert National Wildlife Refuge.
Is it does its western border California?
Well, it's basically in the middle of the southeast tip of Nevada.
No.
Yes.
If it's the southeast tip, then it wouldn't be north of Vegas.
Okay, but it's in that vicinity.
I'm being shown now, I think. I'm being shown. Point to Vegas on that map. Gabe, point to Vegas on the map because I can't see.
You guys should make sure
It's north of Vegas, but it's kind of in the middle of the state.
You should definitely announce the route the president takes the next time he comes into the Twin Cities. Make sure you get that route down, too.
Well, thank you very much, and I think we'll go get John Haidt. How's that?
We should.
You want me to do something first?
I'd love for you to do something
Yeah.
first.
Tell me about it, will you? What do you?
I'm going to tell you about Sioux Falls.
the whole thing.
I know what you mean. Is that near Area 51?
No.
No, but it's north of Puerto Rico.
Sioux Falls is in South Dakota. It's if you're thinking of expanding your business, moving your business, or perhaps starting from scratch, why don't you consider Sioux Falls? Contact the Sioux Falls Development Foundation. They have all the information you need. Sioux Falls is growing. It has a large, well-educated workforce and great tax benefits, no personal or corporate state income taxes. It's rated the #1 best small city in the country for business and careers by Forbes magazine. The second best job market in the country from Smart Asset. #1 most affordable city by Empower. South Dakota is very business friendly. There is a high quality of life. There's no state, corporate, or personal income tax, no inheritance tax, and no limits to what your business can achieve. Go to Sioux Falls Development, one word, SiouxFallsDevelopment.com.
this.
Hi, this is Peter. Oh, God.
How come this doesn't work, Chris?
I don't know.
Try it again.
Well, because you screwed something up.
I didn't do anything.
The Earth is
Yeah,
not
you did.
your
I
mother.
saw you move a
The
volume
Joe
thing.
Souchere Show.
You had turned this down.
Yep.
I didn't do anything.
I saw you move it.
I saw
You guys
it
don't
too.
need me anymore today, do you?
Yeah, I
Can
I
I
got
saw
a
you move
thing.
it too. I got
I
to
got a
point out.
thing.
You know, speaking of food, speaking of eating,
Yes.
how about Awaken 180 weight loss?
Turn it around, babe.
It's a different weight loss program in that you eat to lose weight.
How could that be?
Metabolism.
No, Rook, not that style.
I got you.
It's proven weight loss program built for absolutely anyone, any lifestyle, busy, whatever the case might be. It's the proven weight loss program that's built for any lifestyle because what it is, it's a clear daily plan. There is no complicated tracking or counting. You get one-on-one weekly coaching for accountability, and it's a solution that's worked for over 800,000 people. Built for any lifestyle.
I thought he was going to say years.
Thousands of recipes so that meals don't feel like diet food. In fact, last night I had cream of mushroom soup and it was
I love
fan-freaking-tastic.
that.
It was really good. And I actually didn't screw it up. That's how easy it is. So anyway, go online. Visit awaken180weightloss.com, 180, awaken180weightloss.com, or call them directly for that consultation today at 844-346-1800. And please do me a favor and mention that you heard about them right here on the Garage Logic podcast.
Here is John Haidt.
Thank you, Joe. This news update is brought to you by North American Banking Company. A former senior Department of Justice official is entering the race for the next Hennepin County attorney. Anders Folk, Minnesota's acting U.S. attorney for the first year of Joe Biden's presidency, announced he is campaigning for the position that Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty will leave vacant after next year. In a news release, Folk said his campaign will prioritize restoring public safety and bringing back common sense to criminal justice. It says, I'm running for Hennepin County Attorney because our community deserves a prosecutor who understands the purpose and responsibilities of the office. The current county attorney has lost sight of the office's priorities. That loss of focus has hurt public safety and damaged relationships with our community and law enforcement alike. It's time for a change. Folk touted his service in the Marine Corps in nearly a decade as a federal prosecutor as evidence of his leadership and experience. As acting U.S. attorney, Folk did sign the federal indictment against ex-Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin, who later pleaded guilty to those charges of violating George Floyd's civil rights. Folk joins at least three other candidates in the race for Hennepin County attorney. Medell PA partner Matt Pelican, prosecutor Hao Wen, and DFL State Representative Cedric Frazier of New Hope.
Look what I got on. I forgot all about it when I was doing Sister Jean. Loyola quarter zip.
Nice.
Yeah.
Looks like it's 106 years old.
Yeah.
Follow up to a story we have talked about. We were somewhat puzzled by it earlier this week, but East Cliff Mansion now is officially changing ownership after that recent purchase by the University of Minnesota. The U of M Board of Regents approved the deal with the University of Minnesota selling it to the U of M Foundation for $2.2 million. That sale, some hope, will save students money in the long term. Here's how all that works. Well, the university no longer owns the building. It'll remain accessible to the school, as will the land on which the mansion is located. The deal will work similarly to previous arrangements made with the U of M Foundation, like the Alumni Center deal, where the space can be used or rented by the university. And the sale also frees the university from paying an estimated $15 million repair bill to the mansion, which would have come from students' tuition. Now the foundation will need to come up with funding for the bill instead. Even with the change of ownership, the university expects repairs to be finished before the end of 2025. Once repairs are finished up, University President Rebecca Cunningham will move into the mansion. A man is accused of beating a woman with a table leg until she was unconscious earlier this week. 20-year-old Jared Johnson faces one count of attempted second-degree murder and one count of first-degree assault. According to the criminal complaint, police responded to a report of a man hitting a woman with a table leg on the train platform at Fairview and University in St. Paul Tuesday night. There they found a woman who was bleeding heavily from her head. Investigators found a wooden table leg with apparent blood on it at a nearby platform walkaway. Witnesses told police that the assailant had gone west on University Avenue, and officers arrested Johnson. Court documents say he had blood on both of his hands at the time of his arrest. Surveillance video showed Johnson following the victim, swinging the table leg like a baseball bat, hitting the victim. Johnson was seen hitting her again, and the victim ran onto the platform ramp where Johnson caught her and hit her, according to the video, 21 more times, knocking her unconscious. A group of bystanders approached but did nothing to stop Johnson, allowing him to walk away.
God almighty.
They later positively identified Johnson as the victim. At the hospital, the victim said she didn't know the man who attacked her. She added that Johnson seemed upset that she was screaming while he attacked her, as if it was, in her words, ruining the situation for him. The victim has a fractured skull and several fractures in her right arm. 3 separate injuries to the woman's head needed to be closed with staples. Court documents note that Johnson is also facing charges for punching a woman outside Government Plaza on September 14th. That woman also said she didn't know Johnson.
I also read, John, that he was attempting to swing this table leg while also trying to hold his pants up.
Huh.
With one hand. No, seriously, he was holding his pants up with one hand and going after the woman with the club in his other hand.
Where's the bystander that's going to run and tackle this guy and smash his head?
This is when I wish
concrete?
Reavers was there.
Yeah, I would.
This is when I wish Reavers was there. This is where we need Mitch Rapp or James Reese or Jack Reacher.
Joe, no.
To fulfill the fantasy of setting things
Joe,
right.
we need to call a special session so we can ban table legs
You're right.
instead of putting more money
They're
into
illegal.
mental
They
health.
should be illegal.
So I know all of us are going to raise our hand in
dang
this
it.
particular situation, but the sad reality of what we're faced with, Kenny, is the fact that, let's say I was there. Let's say I kicked this guy onto the train tracks or whatever. I'm going to jail, and this guy's going to walk free.
This guy probably won't even go to jail for this.
More mental health money. This should be a nonpartisan issue. More mental health money.
I agree.
God.
St. Paul officers called to the 1600 block of Sherburne Avenue on the morning of October 2nd after a caller reported finding flyers with racially motivated biases, according to police. Law enforcement also reported finding laminated flyers with hate speech on them from the 400 block of Fry Street on the afternoon of October 2nd. In all, St. Paul police said they collected flyers from the following areas: Cleveland Avenue between Roebland and Carroll, Feronia Avenue between Pryor and Lyndhurst, and the 2000 block of St. Anthony Avenue between Dewey Street and Pryor Avenue. If anyone finds more of the flyers or has more information, they are encouraged to file a police report online with the St. Paul Police Department.
John, would you tell me again? I'm sorry. What was the time of the attack on the light rail station?
Did I say 7 p.m.? I seem to remember.
It was still light out.
See. Man, it was accused.
So motorists didn't stop? Or
It just says Tuesday evening. It doesn't give a time. Yeah.
God almighty. And then they think that light rail is just, that's fine. Let's just take light rail.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, again, it goes down to remember the crime statistic thing I told you about the other day. Mm-hmm. It's things like this, the low level, and again, I know this is a horrific thing, but this would be deemed as a low level offense.
Nothing's going to change as long as the completely insane keep walking the streets.
Yes.
That's not going to be low level, Chris. He's been charged with murder. Attempted murder.
Okay. Well, I'll be corrected.
And he'll be put out because he's got mental issues.
He's nuts. Yes.
You know, more mental health money. Come on, let's go. It's not
Now,
partisan.
let's say a bystander with a carry permit was there.
No.
Let me finish the question.
No, I won't let you finish. You can't do it. Don't do it. Keep it in the holster.
What if the guy with the carry permit, what if the guy with the wooden leg turned on him?
Defend yourself.
Then it's okay.
Well, if you feel your life was threatened.
That's right. All right.
Well, can I expound on that, Kenny? What if you have conceal and carry and you pull your gun and tell the guy to stop, and then he turns on you? Can you shoot him at that point?
I am not a lawyer in that case. Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. I was just kidding.
That's an excellent question, John. I don't know.
Mr. Reavers, who are you being defended by? Kenneth Allen Olson.
Right. Judge, I got to go.
Yeah. What do you think of that, lawyer? I don't really know.
I don't think about that.
I got to think, Judge.
I
See you
didn't have
later.
that in school.
As of Thursday night, firefighters have made progress containing the Crosby fire, which is now about 25% contained. With better access to the fire perimeter, the fire has been mapped at 160 acres. They do predict a change in weather today, calling for increased and shifting winds from the south to northwest, creating a potential push for the fire toward the Superior Hiking Trail. Because of that, part of the Superior Hiking Trail within the George H. Crosby Manitou State Park is temporarily closed due to the fire. It's closed between the Caribou Falls State Wayside Rest and the Lake County Road 7 Kramer Road access points. The state park itself does remain open. Why don't we take a quick break here before some national and international news.
You cannot stop him. He'll just make a move. Joe Soucheray.
Let's talk about North American Banking Company. Been at it since 1998, and back then they had a simple philosophy. It's banking done differently, and you get that feeling that anytime you walk into any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations, whether it's Roseville, 50th in France, Hastings, Woodbury, Shoreview, and Maple Grove, they do offer all of the services as the other big national banks. Whether you're looking to buy a home, finance a new home renovation project, get that brand new potato gun, or that new car that you've been thinking about, my friends at North American Banking Company are going to be able to help you out. They offer all of the same online and mobile banking options as the other big national banks, but the key difference is you're going to get the unparalleled service of a community bank. They are also locally owned and operated. Here's why that's important. That means loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities. They are not sent out of state. So this helps all of you business owners solve problems quickly and expand your business with confidence. They deal with numbers every single day, but you are never going to be one of them. So check them out online today. It's nabankco.com to learn more. Once again, it's banking done differently. And Rookie, thank you for supporting the North American Banking Company.
Yeah. I had somebody ID me at the airport and said, North American, that's Bilski. I said, yeah, he's our buddy.
Fantastic. North American Banking Company, member FDIC, is an equal housing lender. Johnny?
You know who else I ran into today was Forgotten Katie. The gal that emailed you that you...
Katie from East Union.
Yes, yeah. She said hello.
This is now the third time in 2 months you forgot.
I just said Katie from
kidding.
East Union.
I'm just joking.
$100.
I'm just joking.
A powerful explosion ripped through a military explosives facility in Tennessee this morning, leaving multiple people dead and missing, according to officials. The Hickman County Sheriff's Office said there had been an explosion at Accurate Energetic Systems, a military explosive plant. Emergency services are still responding to the area, according to the Sheriff's Department. At a news conference last hour, Humphrey County Sheriff Chris Davis said there were several people unaccounted for, and they have confirmed deaths but gave no specific numbers. He warned that there still could be continued small explosions at the site. Economic news today, stocks moving lower in a rapid move after President Trump made critical comments about China regarding their controls on global rare earth metal resources, triggering worries trade relations may worsen even more between the two countries. The S&P lost 1.7% following the Trump comments. The NASDAQ composite fell to 2.5%. I looked while Chris was reading his wonderful North American Banking Company spot.
Thank you.
I saw that the Dow right now is down about 600, the Nasdaq down about 579, and the S&P down 124. The president accused China of holding the globe captive using its rare earth metal resources and said he would be forced to financially counter their move. Some economists worried about things going on with houses and cars. There's been a dramatic rise in foreclosure filings across the U.S. in the last year. The latest piece of bad news for the housing market. In July through September, there were a total of over 101,000 U.S. properties with foreclosure filings. That's a 17% rise from the same period in 2024. And in September alone, there were 35,602 homes with foreclosure filings, up 20% from the same time a year ago. The car market, according to the Wall Street Journal, also causing some problems. New numbers that show more people are falling behind on their loans, signaling that lower-income housing consumers are struggling to afford payments, and the portion of subprime auto loans that are 60 days or more overdue on their payments hit a record of more than 6% in the past year. This morning, President Trump passed over for the Nobel Peace Prize, despite jockeying from fellow Republicans, various world leaders, and himself. Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado was awarded the prize. The Norwegian Nobel Committee said it was honoring Machado for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from dictatorship to democracy.
Well, it ain't happening.
Well, she's actually in hiding. She's trying. She's head of the opposition. Machado actually said she wanted to dedicate the win to Trump along with the people of her country as she praised the president for his support for her cause. The White House responded differently, Stephen Chung saying members of the Nobel Committee proved they place politics over peace because they didn't recognize Trump, especially after the Gaza ceasefire deal. The White House did not comment on Machado's recognition. Her opposition to President Nicolas Maduro in Venezuela aligns with the Trump administration's own stance, and Secretary of State Marco Rubio had previously praised her as the personification of resilience, tenacity, and patriotism. Melania Trump has revealed she has had correspondence in writing from Vladimir Putin about the fates of children displaced in the Ukraine war. Addressing the nation in a surprise announcement this morning, the First Lady said Putin had signaled a willingness to engage with me directly, meaning her, about Ukrainian children now residing in Russia. The Kremlin leader's response comes after a letter from Melania was given to him during his Alaska summit with Trump in August. The First Lady said since then, President Putin and I have had an open channel of communication regarding the welfare of these children. For the past 3 months, both sides have participated in several back-channel meetings and calls, all in good faith. Last year, Leonid Pastnik, the Kremlin-appointed head of the Luhansk People's Republic, announced Russia was to host, in his words, over 12,000 children from the eastern Ukrainian region in the summer. In addition to that program, another program called Useful Vacations was announced to sponsor 40,000 Ukrainian children to visit Russia. Some children were scheduled to be taken as far as Vladivostok, located 6,000 miles east of Ukraine and just to the north of North Korea.
What was that rejected bond title? Giving Her Majesty Secret Service?
Yes, that's exactly what they rejected that one.
Do I servicing Melania? I've often wondered that.
Do I have to be the person to tell Melania why he responded to her?
Well, he thinks she's very attractive.
Mm-hmm. Did he include any swimsuit area pictures, John, in that response?
Not that I'm aware of.
Better question.
No,
did she?
He was bare-chested riding a horse.
Oh, I've seen that one.
With a hockey stick in his hand.
That's right.
Didn't he score 9 goals in a game?
In about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Who would win in a fight, him or the nut job from North Korea? That'd be a fun one.
Well, Pooty'd get him because Marty Allen's out of shape.
Yeah.
Marty Allen. We got a lot of Marty Allens, man.
Yeah. Marty Allen, Buddy Hackett.
The Trump administration moving forward yesterday with its bailout of Argentina, making a direct purchase of pesos and finalizing terms of a $20 billion lifeline, according to Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. The terms and conditions of the economic support package were not announced, but Bessent said the funds would come in the form of a currency swap with Argentina's central bank. Big global investors have been anxiously awaiting the details of the bailout, which critics have said will benefit wealthy fund managers at a time when American farmers are struggling and the U.S. government is shut down. Officials from both countries spent the last 4 days racing to finalize terms of the bailout ahead of a high-stakes legislative election in Argentina later this month. The move is raising concerns about whether the real aim is to help the investors whose bets on Argentina could falter if the economy there sinks.
The whole thing stinks of fraud potential. Think of that. $20 billion prior to a Argentina election.
How many?
That's my money you're using.
Well, speaking of your money, how many wheat pesos do you have in your collection?
No, I have no wheat pesos. I have wheat pennies.
Can you hold, please?
What is a peso worth, John? Is that like $20 or 5 cents?
I do not know, Kenny.
Could you do that translation for me?
All of this, whoever brought up farmers, was that you, Kenny?
No, I never do that.
Kenny, a peso is currently 0.054 in the United States dollar. So
half a cent.
Half a cent.
This is also causing some issues with farmers because Argentina, there's criticism. Let's put it that way. Argentina suspended its export taxes on some grains, including soybeans.
China loves that.
Delivering a gut punch to the U.S. soybean industry, the senators noted the move undercuts U.S. farmers in the international market, especially soybean producers. So, in other words, Argentina will be using some money from the $20 billion to undercut farmers.
I know a guy who knows a guy who's up in North Dakota.
He's been on a tractor.
And he's a water guy.
Okay.
He's an engineer. He tries to find water. And the Chinese are buying up a lot of land up there. A lot of land near silos, near nuclear silos or missile silos.
Decommissioned, though, right?
Decommissioned
I think so,
silos. Yes, they've been for some time.
For now.
Does
Did
he
you
have
guys
that
know
water Geiger?
Yeah, you got the split stick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys, in trying to figure out what all this story meant, did you guys know, and I was unaware of this, perhaps this is knowledge that everybody knows but me, that Bessent worked for George Soros for 20 years?
I did not know that. Why in the hell would Trump hire him?
And actually, he started his own hedge fund with $2 billion from George Soros.
I'll be
Bessent.
damned.
Huh.
Pretty,
we need to start a hedge fund.
It's
here,
just a game, folks.
it
and
really
we
is.
ain't in it.
That's right there is all you need to know. about
It's
the
just all a game, and we're what do you call those actors who?
Character?
No, not
actors?
character actors.
Extras?
Extras. We're
Yeah.
just all extras.
Yeah.
Mongo just pawn in Game of Life.
We just fill space. That's all we do. We have no say in anything.
We're diligent worker bees, not questioning our leaders. They don't work for us; they rule over us.
That's right.
John Lodge, the singer and bassist of the Moody
Blues. John Lodge. Sure, he's been around.
Well, he's not now because
He's
he has
better
passed
now.
away.
Oh, I've seen.
Whoops.
He passed away at the age of 82, Joe.
Wait, what did you think John was going to go to when he brought his name
I
up?
just wanted to talk about John Lodge.
Maybe he had a new hit or something.
He's a hell of a guitar player.
John was the bassist, and they had a lot of vocalists. He sang some of their songs, and he wrote many of the band's hits, including way back in 1968, "Ride My Seesaw." He also wrote "I'm Just a Singer in a Rock and Roll Band" and "Isn't Life Strange," among other hits. In a statement today, the family said, with deepest sadness, they announced Lodge died suddenly and unexpectedly. It added Lodge peacefully slipped away surrounded by his loved ones and the sounds of the Everly Brothers and Buddy Holly.
Wait a minute.
Well, wait a minute.
Wait
I think
a
Kenny
Those
and
two
I are on the same
contradict each
track.
other,
Yeah,
don't
they
they?
do.
Yeah.
He died peacefully, surrounded by people waiting for him to die.
Apparently.
Unexpectedly.
That's what it sounds to me.
Unexpectedly.
Unexpectedly. So we put on some records, and John just passed away.
That's right.
And which record killed him? Buddy
Everly
Holly,
Brothers.
you say?
Birmingham born Lodge.
Yes, thank you.
Lodge joined the band in 1966, 2 years after its formation. When Denny Lane and Clint Warwick quit the band, he remained with the band until it stopped performing live in 2018. Lodge was featured on the 1977 album Octave, which saw the Moody Blues embrace a more pop-oriented sound. They continued to make records with the Moody Blues until their final studio album in 2003, and the group continued to perform live until 2018, the same year they were inducted into the Rock and Roll
No.
Hall of Fame.
Are they one of those bands that has talking in the middle of one of their songs?
They do, Nights and
Where
White
some guy
Satin.
just starts rambling incoherently about some bullshit.
We got to go and get Patrick, don't we? Hey,
Never mean
Reavers.
to say.
Hi.
Let's go get Patrick. Thanks, John.
That's the end of that.
Sure, see you, bye.
Yeah, nice talking to you.
Yeah, good talk.
Hey, Pat.
Yes, Joe.
I went to the Philadelphia papers this morning and was somewhat surprised at how kindly they were treating Konecki, or whatever his name is.
Well, but they already knew the result. They did. So, you went to the website then, and they'd already filed their stories after the. Yeah, obviously. Well, they. I don't. That is certainly a change from Philadelphia's history.
That's what I was telling the boys.
That's they would at least the afternoon Daily News would have really ripped him something fierce. But when you're about 12 playing baseball, maybe 11, and you first can actually pick the ball up and throw it to first base, they say your last thought before a pitch is thrown when you're in the field should be, what am I going to do if the ball is hit to me?
If it's coming to me, where am I going?
Pat, I have a question about that very thing.
Where am I going with
let's say the Twins game had ended at like 11 o'clock last night. What day would that story have appeared in the print edition of the Star Tribune?
Well,
at least by Saturday.
Well, yes, but if it's if it's the next year, because with the December 28th shift to being printed in Des Moines, it would be about 3 days later. So anyway,
you got the bum knees, buddy?
Oh my God! It's I don't know how it happened. I was at the Bethel game on Saturday, walked up and down the steps, was fine, walked all the way around the field, got in the car, drove home. Sunday, everything fine. Monday, a little twinge. Tuesday, I couldn't walk. So
something broke.
And I'm going to see Dr. Boyd on Monday, and I hope he doesn't have the Wild take precedent over me. Let's go with what's important here. He's the Wild orthopede, so let's hope the Wild don't have any major injuries before Monday. So
maybe you've hit the new stage, the new knee stage of life.
I ain't doing that. You get the new mechanical knee. Yeah, you get the new mechanical knee, then you have to go to. I don't mind that. You got to go to rehab for 3 months. I'm not going to rehab.
You're
for
saying
3
no,
months.
no, no.
No.
Try to send me back to rehab. I
Rehab.
said no.
No, that's
Royce,
right.
going to this doctor, prepare yourself for massive ego. These orthopedic surgeons are very, very confident, and they let everybody know.
This fella I've dealt with in the past, he's a great guy.
Is he?
Dr. Joel Boyd.
He's one of us.
Guy.
He doesn't think he's
a
super
good
special.
guy.
Okay, good.
He goes on the road with him quite a bit. He was in St. Louis last night. So
The boys won 5-0, and the commie got 3 assists.
yes, and the goalie Gus, they gave what a story of redemption he is, isn't he? I mean, last year at this time we had the Flower and then we had the kid Wallstead, right? And we how are we going to get rid of Gus? They were shopping him around. Now he's got 6 years on his contract, and he's the star. And last night there was a stretch last night, Joe, when the shots were 14-0.
Whoa!
Did that bother Gus?
Not
Hell
that
no.
guy.
He kicked them all out. He's one of the Wild that I've actually talked to and done a column on. He's a really good guy too. Family man, nice guy.
Did you guys see the video? Brock Faber was issuing out like a new, hey, to season ticket holders, here's a nice signed jersey, and it's in a very nice
When they go out
Minnesota
every year?
Wild engraved box, and it was an older gentleman, and he said, well, thank you so much, and he looked at Faber, he said, what's your name? And you know what? To that kid's credit, he laughed. He thought it was hilarious. He was
Welcome
not.
to the NHL.
That was pretty cool. That showed me that Brock Faber's a guy.
He is.
They got a bunch of young guys this year. That's fine. I approve. Don't you? Having some of your youthful talent play instead of having these 32-year-old mediocre guys on your third and fourth line. Let the youth play there. So
Can the Gulfs beat Purdue in that always exciting homecoming game?
Oh yes.
Evening though, right?
Yeah,
Evening
6:30
homecoming game. Yeah. Well, what do they do about the dance?
You got to wait till the game gets over.
I don't think we have a homecoming dance at the UN.
No, we have more of a going out at what's called the what's the club that's now down in Dickeytown now? I think that's where the dance is going to be held.
Okay. Well, Purdue stinks, so they should win that one. Yes, they should. Purdue is. These are not the Purdues of the old days when Murray Warmath and Jack Mollenkoff did battle, and they both were known to punt on third down. It was if it was 3rd and 8, you were on your own 23. Get rid of the ball. I don't want that ball anymore. And they'd punt, and somebody would win. If you got to 13 in that game, it was all over back then. So this is not that kind of football anymore. But PJ, saw some very positive things in the 42-3 loss to Ohio State. So that's good.
I can't imagine how he did, but I'm aware that he did.
They got the first score, right?
Yeah.
Hey, we had a lead.
We
had a
him
lead
on the ropes. Coach Brew used to take pride in scoring last when he got beat 42-3. This guy can take pride in scoring.
We had a lead and the ball, Patrick. We had a lead and the ball. Remember, because
we talked about this Monday. PJ likes to protect the margin of loss.
Correct.
Oh God, yes. Prevent offense.
Prevent if we get beat 42-3, that's better than getting beat 68-3.
Protect the margin of loss.
Yeah.
Prevent offense. I got to talk to Kenny here. He texted. I responded to his tweet.
Yeah.
He tweeted out what the traffic mess is going to be.
Let me set
for
this
anyone
up.
trying to get to St. Paul. Go ahead.
Okay, now, Joe, as I'm telling you about this closure, I want you to think about these locations. They are working on the John Ireland Bridge over 94
Closed.
this weekend. You know where that is, right?
Yes.
So westbound 94 is closed from 35E to Dale.
Okay.
You got that?
Yep.
Eastbound 94 is closed 280 to University.
How are you going to get to the Wild game?
And that's where Patrick chimed in. Jonas Brothers playing tonight.
Jonas
Wild
Friday night.
tomorrow night.
Oh boy.
Yes. Yes. And I responded on Twitter, did I not?
Yeah. Wonderful response, too.
I will
Yes.
walk.
Yes.
Bad me.
No, I responded that first of all, the chairman or the boss of the highway planners is Dr. Evil Jr. And they looked like 3 months ago. They looked to see what's scheduled. We have these big stupid projects we got. What's scheduled that we need the weekend when we can really screw up everybody. And then they look at it. Oh, Wild home opener, 19,000 people. And then they got the Jonas Brothers. They're going to put a nice crowd in there. Let's do it that weekend. Let's close down.
Since there's no Yankees in town, let's do this.
You know, the way I got there was foolproof because I crossed the river twice, and that would not have affected me.
Right.
You're the only guy that has
I
the
could have
route.
got there.
But what if you're
Last
coming
year-
from Minnetonka? Then you have to. What you got to go through Roseville.
Come to my house and go through the river twice.
Last year, I fooled them. I came down Shepherd. I came around.
Old
55,
Shep, yep.
Came down Shepherd. Way to go. Except I had the misfortune of when I was going to take my left, there was one of those trains coming.
Oh,
that
no.
had
400 cars.
800 cars going to. I could have gotten out and walked as fast as the train was moving.
Yeah.
You should have scrambled underneath.
Pat, we
20
got a
20 minutes to turn.
Pat, Milwaukee and Chicago. That's the only series left, isn't it?
No, Detroit.
well,
Oh,
we got
Detroit
Seattle,
and
Detroit
Seattle's tonight.
Tonight.
Seattle's got to beat the Scoob tonight,
Yeah.
and that'll be a good game to
And
watch.
then Milwaukee, Chicago tomorrow.
Tomorrow night.
Both
Who we
are
rooting
do
for?
or
We're
die.
rooting- The networks are rooting for the Cubs, but I think I'm rooting for the Brewers.
Pat, I'm rooting for M's Brewers because you would have the Seattle Mariners versus the former Seattle Pilots.
That's right.
That's right. That would be the situation. The greatest move ever. They left Arizona in their two semis with all their equipment.
Yep.
And they said, when you get to Denver, call us and we'll tell you whether to go left or right.
That's right.
That's when the move was made.
The Seattle
Pat,
Pilots.
Earlier in this broadcast, you were discussing what you do as a baseball player what am I going to do when the ball comes to me? Where am I going to go? In my brief baseball career, what I was thinking when the pitcher was about to throw is, please don't hit the ball to me. Please don't hit the ball to me.
That was my 1 year in baseball too. Just leave me alone.
I don't know what to do with it.
I'm fine out here. Just leave
Pat,
me
I'll-
alone.
Yes.
Pat, I'll talk to you Monday.
Bye-bye.
Thank
See ya.
you. All right.
Oh, my goodness. already.
What is Siguiente, man?
Hey, hit it in the water.
Yeah, man. You gonna hit it in the water, my
In the
friend?
aqua.
Finally. Thank God today is Friday.
What is the word for it?
Only because they come to us all
Why
the
you
way
wait for the
from.
scramble, man? You gotta wait for the guy to talk.
Wait for Tony.
Is it scramble? Scramble eggs? What you got?
They come to us all the way from Barcelona, Spain, and the traveling linemen. It was on this day.
That's right.
Oh,
What
my
is the date
goodness.
today, man?
Joe, today?
So hurry. You got some manly pursuit you're going to go
Yeah,
after?
you're
On
Maybe
this day,
shingle the
October
roof.
10th.
In
Pour some concrete,
1862, the
mow the
Augustana
grass.
Synod of the Lutheran Church gave Eric Norelius permission to open an academy, first established in Red Wing, then moved to East Union. That's where Katie's from.
That's right.
The college, which later became Gustavus Adolphus, was in St. Peter in 1876.
Red Wing, that's where like they put the bad kids, right?
On this day,
October 10th.
1917,
Yeah. Right
St.
before
Paul-
18.
the St. Paul Public Library opened its new building at 4th and Washington with Dr. W. Dawson Johnston serving as librarian.
What, it had like one book or something? How to read Spanish.
On this day,
October 10th.
1918, a forest fire began on the railroad line between Duluth and Hibbing and burned for 3 days, reaching Duluth on the 13th. 38 communities, including the cities of Cloquet, Carlton, and Moose Lake, and the towns of Adolph, Brookston, Munger, Grand Lake, Pike Lake, and Twig were burned, and 435 people were killed. After the blaze, forest salvagers cut 1.6 million tons of lumber. In response to lawsuits, the Minnesota Supreme Court ruled that the railroads, and by extension the U.S. Railroad Administration, a federal agency that controlled the railroads during the war, were responsible for damages based on poor forestry practices. The Railroad Administration eventually compensated claims at a rate of 50%, the final payments being made in 1935.
What's wrong with you people that you have a town named Adolph?
Yeah.
What is it, like
1918?
Hitler County?
The fire was 1918.
Oh, wow.
On this
It was
day,
a long day.
October 10th.
in 1949, a destructive windstorm swept through Minnesota, causing $10 million in losses to the corn crop and over $1 million in property damage in St. Paul alone. No deaths were reported. And finally, on this day,
On October 10th.
in 2016, Governor Mark Dayton issued a proclamation declaring this date to be the first statewide Indigenous Peoples Day celebrated in place of Columbus Day. Grand Rapids, Minneapolis, and Minnesota State University Mankato had adopted the holiday in 2014. On this day in sports disappointment history,
Who would we lose to on
You're like
October
zipping
10th?
right through it,
well,
man.
with the Gophers lost on this day,
October 10th.
2003, the Gophers blew a 21-point lead
Oh, to Michigan.
over Michigan in the fourth quarter and lost 38-35.
Was that Mace?
yes.
Yeah. On this day,
That was a bad loss.
on this day,
October 10th.
For Patrick, it was manna from heaven.
the Lynx won the 2013 WNBA championship. Again, this is
2013?
that's right.
I have one question.
What you got,
They
man?
they're trying to replace Columbus Day?
They did. It's called
Why not just give them their own day? Why do you have to replace a day?
because Columbus was thought to be a bad guy. Yeah. On this day,
October 10th.
Okay.
in 2018, Jimmy Butler crashed the Wolves practice after holding out and yelled at the owner and management.
You remember what happened after that?
He was gone, wasn't he?
No, he took 4 guys that were on basically the practice squad and beat the starters and MF'd everybody on the court.
And then on this day,
On October 10th.
in 2021, Kirko Zim shoving match.
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
What?
Who's Kirko?
Kirk Cousins.
Well, why does it say Kirko?
'Cause
Is that
you don't
what we
have
call
enough
him?
He
time to
threw
say
a
Kirk
touchdown pass, and he and Zim really didn't see eye to eye, and they had a shoving match in celebration on the sidelines afterwards.
I'll be damned.
Yep.
Thank you, GLers.
No, thank you, Joe.
Thank you, man. That was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
You know what? If you haven't done so already, you can join the thousands of subscribers, 18 to be exact, 18,000 subscribers on the Garage Logic YouTube channel. Because on that YouTube channel, hey,
hit it into the agua.
Hey, you two, don't let us get in the way of you preparing your exit from the building.
Into the agua.
But you can join the subscribers on the Garage Logic YouTube channel where you can watch the show each and every single. Oh, but I'm just going to shut your guys' microphones off right there. My God in heaven.
You can still hear me.
But also follow us on all of our social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah. Sign up for the Daily Logician, garagelogic.com. Or don't. I don't